Hello, we are...
Ang
What?
dilim ng mukha mo.
Ang dilim ng mukha ko.
Yeah.
Ayan. Ayan.
Masyado siya.
Para, maliwanagan ng mukha.
Tika
Good
dito.
evening, guys. We are
Yan.
live.
Yan.
I didn't want that shadow right there because,
What shadow?
I don't know, see? The black thing.
That black thing. Okay. Yeah, okay.
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 So, how's everybody
Hey.
doing? It's
Happy
Sunday.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday. It's almost the end of
Yeah.
the day. It's the end of the day already.
Yes.
And good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Um, we are on day number 27th of our 90-day challenge.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know us, my name is Leejay.
And I'm Melissa.
What do we do here?
We help people make a living online by providing the tools, the system, and the mentorship to get started.
Yes. Keyword is mentorship, you guys. I've been looking for all my life. I've been looking for mentors, right? And I've never found a community where all of them are mentors, right? And
Yeah.
they are not. They are so generous in sharing their knowledge, sharing their time, sharing their talents, right? So
And they're coachable as well. They're willing to learn and they're so excited to learn more and keep learning, right? They love reading books. These people are professionals. They love to keep learning. Yeah.
they do.
And we love that we belong to this kind of group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's the beginning of the week now because tomorrow is Monday, Canada time.
Yes.
And and it's the end of the month, right? Imagine,
Yeah.
right? May is coming up this week.
Yes. All I can think about is the end of tax season. That's it.
I know she loves that. She's like, it's your first tax season, and now you're dreading to get away from it.
Yes.
But it is a blessing for us to be in this amazing spring that we have right now. Blessings and all these things are coming in, and we are also grateful. And I think that's our subject or topic tonight.
Yeah.
Is counting your blessings.
Yes.
Right.
And it's a perfect time because it's Sunday, time to reflect on the blessings that God has given us.
Especially during the
right?
week, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. My Sunday is very busy. I've been out with the kids. We are currently having this Christian Life program, in-person Christian Life program.
Yes.
And we're able to serve, right? I serve with my kids, right?
Yes.
And and we realized that Christian Life program is also coming to end next week. So all of these things, but like the end of the Christian Life program is the beginning of the community life.
Yes.
Of those people who participated, right?
Yes.
So really, there's really no end of things,
Yes.
right? It just
Yeah.
continues, and same as it goes with business, right? When you attain your goal, right, you need to make sure you set another goal, right?
Yes.
It did happen to me not too long ago when I set a goal to get a house, right? And then it stopped there. And when I attained it, it's like, okay, so what's next, right? So it is actually proven through the through the astronauts as well, right? So when the astronauts from the moon came back to the Earth,
Yeah.
they they had to create some sort of a program for them to follow, because once you've been to the moon, like that's
It's like
what's
dream come true.
dream come
You know,
true, and what's next for
better
you, right?
than going to the moon.
Exactly. So what other
Yeah.
challenge
What's
or
next,
goals? What's
right? Yeah.
So when astronauts comes back to the Earth, they can actually get depressed, right? That they've attained their what they wish for the entire lives, and for some reason they get repressed, right?
Yes,
So
they lose that sense of purpose, right?
sense of purpose,
Yeah.
yeah. Same as it goes with retirees, you guys, right? So they said that when you retire, a couple years, 3 years, right? Some of them lose their purpose,
Yeah.
and they fall sick, and things happen to them, right? Which is kind of weird. And then when they go back to the workforce, it seems like everything is all right, right? Because they
Yeah.
have purpose again.
And that's the importance of counting your blessings,
Hmm.
right? Like every single thing that happened, right? Like being able to breathe, like being able to wake up in the morning,
Right.
being able to be in a community of like-minded people, right? Being able to have a church community,
Mhm.
to serve God, love God, and meet new people,
Mhm.
right?
Having kids,
Yeah.
right? Having good health, having a place to stay, warm to be warm at
Yes.
night.
Yeah.
Um,
Being with your spouse,
mhm.
right? Like not many people get to enjoy
The privileges
that
that you have, right?
privilege to have your spouse with you, together with you, right?
Especially working with her.
Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
privilege,
Yes.
right?
Me too.
There's so many things, and when um, it's a saying to count your blessings, right? But really,
Yes,
it's
yeah. There's so many. Like the moment you start thinking about what blessings you have,
Mhm.
automatically you see, having another day, having sunlight, having flowers during spring,
Yeah.
like being able to go outside and not stay indoors anymore, not staying indoors too much, being able to walk outside. Like I had the privilege to walk outside this afternoon when I was waiting for the kids and Leejay to come home. After my work, I went out, I went for a walk. I got to breathe fresh air.
Hmm.
I get to see the river right here, the river flows, right? Feel the breeze in my hair. Yeah.
And it was actually a bit windy
Yeah,
earlier
it's
today. I was
pretty
trying to
windy.
talk to her on the phone, and all I can hear is like,
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty windy. Good thing I brought a really good jacket. The jacket really made me feel warm. Yeah, I didn't feel cold at all.
Mm,
It
mhm.
was the thick jacket that I have, the white one.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So if you guys notice, if you guys have been following us for this past week, really our you know, and tomorrow is gonna be a reflection day, and we're gonna reflect on the things that we've discussed during the week, what we've accomplished, and what happened during the week. But the theme of this week really is talking about small wins
Wins.
and
Yeah.
some of the achievements
Yes.
in business
Milestones.
milestones, right?
Yeah. Learning curve,
Um,
right?
some of the learning curves, right? Because
Yes.
this is
These are important things,
exactly
right? In moving forward. These are,
core
the core um, things
of establishing, yeah, of
of
establishing your
moving
business, right?
forward. Yes.
So like we don't only encourage, and you probably some of you might saw our ad actually pop up in one of your screens before, and we encourage people to join and to give it a try, to take a look at the webinar. But at the same time, all of the things that we do here, especially in the 90-day challenge, we've actually prepared quite a bit of good content
Content.
and value for you. And I think this value here is a foundation, right? It's kind of like a core learning for a lot of people to get started,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
The way I look at it is we wanted to have our members or our future partners to have a strong roots
Yes.
when
Strong foundation.
strong foundation, right?
Yeah.
To grow,
Yes.
and the deeper those foundations are, the deeper the roots
Yes.
are, the taller you're gonna grow, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And the training is also a technical thing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And it has a time on its own. But I think this time, like if you really want to have a glimpse of what it looks like in our community, watch this live sessions, right? This
Yes.
is exactly what we envisioned ourselves to do, is to give value, right?
Yes.
Before you even join, before you even start, there's already value that you're getting, because at the end of the day, the deeper the roots are, the stronger you're going to be. Whether or not the opportunities for you, or it's a learning experience, or it's a exploration of what's out there, no matter what it is, we hope that we're giving you this
Values.
values. There was once a coach in our community where her words in her own language, I think she speaks Persian, right? Farsi.
Yes. Yeah.
And she said that before you even join, and it's in her language, right? Before you even join our community, I want to make sure that you watch my videos first.
Yes.
So if you have a question, there's a video associated to that in their own language. And I think that's a brilliant um, method, right? Or system, so that the people that's actually joining her organization, you know,
Would
is
love to
already
work with
would
her.
love to work with her, right?
Yeah.
Because they already know her for the
Yes.
past,
Yeah.
3 months or 6 months, or however
Yes.
long they're researching her, right?
Yes.
And we encourage you
Yeah.
to do the same thing with Leejay and
Yeah.
Melissa. If you're new to our page,
Yes. Yeah,
right?
because this journey is a long-term journey. It this we are here for the long term, right? And a lot of the people who are in it for the long term are the ones who are more successful. The ones who are in it for just a
Quick cash,
quick,
quick
quick buck.
quick buck. Not gonna
They
work.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have trouble being successful in the business.
Hmm.
But if you really embrace how the business is, right? Like the journey in the business, and looking at that small wins, and really getting that mindset going of actually being in the online business world,
Hmm.
that's how successful people became successful, right?
Absolutely, and I think many of our coaches, many of our leaders, in the business world, they do the work, right?
Yes.
Some of them I've watched all the way from 6 years ago, and they're consistent, right? So the
Yes.
videos are always out. There's
Yes.
always
And
value
until
that's
now, we're
given,
still watching their
right?
videos and
Which is incredible, right? I mean, I think that's one of the things that they don't teach in business school, right? They will teach you all the theories and
yes,
the
the
methods and
ideas, the
ideas,
all the yeah.
ideologies, even, right? Of what
Yeah.
business should look like, right? Or should be operated.
Yeah.
Um,
But consistency, they don't.
Consistency,
Yeah.
or not even consistency, but more of the
Yeah.
core, the
Yeah.
core fundamentals of running your own thing. And it all comes down to who you are personally, right?
Yes.
And you know you could talk to me about finance, you could talk to me about different aspects of business, logistics, to marketing, to sales, um, operations, whatever that is. It all boils down to who the person you're talking to, and what kind of self development they do for themselves, right? So that they can
Yes.
grow their team, or they can grow individually in their own roles. And there was once, I think you're the one who told me that, where
What is it?
when somebody hired a salesperson, they
Yeah.
yeah. So
Oh
who was
yes,
that?
yeah. From Brian Tracy, The
Yeah.
Psychology of Selling.
Mm-hmm.
He said that there was once a boss in the company who hires people, right? And every time he is in an interview, the first thing that he would ask is, "What's the personal? What's your favorite personal development book?" And if that person started thinking and have nothing to say, then he would not hire that person.
Right. So hiring based on the personal
Personal
development
development.
efforts that you do is a big thing. And I work in employment, and that's one of the things that I try to convey to candidates, right, that's using our services, is always have this notion of continuous learning,
Mm-hmm.
especially in your resumes, right? So something like on process, something like you're working with, those are good things to put in there,
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, continuous development, continuous learning is
Mm-hmm.
really the key, right?
Mm-hmm.
To whatever milestone you're going to achieve in the future. Uh, when we had this seminar not too long, not well, it's how long ago is that seminar now?
Seminar,
4 years,
2017.
2017, right?
Yeah.
And in
No,
that
7 years
seminar,
now.
7 years,
Almost 17.
right? 17, yeah.
Yeah, 3 plus 4, right? 2024 now. Yeah.
And it mentioned there that I lost my line of thought.
Yes, I seminar.
But this seminar, no, there's something in the
It's a
seminar that
long day.
it's a long day, and I think I just got a brain fog there for a little bit. Um, there was a concept inside seminar in which they talk about um, personal development, and you know, personal development is a key, um, really ingredient of highly successful individuals. They have
Yes.
morning routines. They have. We talk about the I'm excited
Yes. Yeah.
method, right?
Method.
And these are the things that actually make
Make you keep going.
make you keep
Yeah.
going, and on or sorry, these are the things that builds who you are.
Yeah.
And it's not about, I think it's Ryan Tracy who said it too, or Jim Rohn, I can't remember, my brain is just messed up right now. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Yes.
And it's not about the prize you're gonna get, but who you become in the process, right?
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
think that just encompasses what we do here,
Yes. Yeah.
because you count your blessings. You
Yes.
This is already a practice of personal development, I would
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
You know,
And we love the people who we meet along the way, the people that we get to work with, their passion, their commitment. We get really inspired with these people. And, having to meet new people like all over the globe, I think it's an awesome opportunity. And that's why I love CFC as well, Couples for Christ, because it's a global
community.
community as well.
In fact, there's going to be and what I love about Couples for Christ too is that we are recognized by the Vatican, and in fact, next year's international conference is going to be
Yeah.
held in Rome,
Rome,
right? And
Italy, and we're excited.
we're excited because we really want to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's an awesome opportunity, right? Like to
Right.
travel with a purpose, right? Like, and not just to, you know,
Well,
travel.
there's always a purpose for you travel. It could be a business purpose or pleasure, or
Yes, yeah.
but what Mel is saying is that
Well, I
it
I
it
guess for me it's extra, cherry
it
on
even
top.
it
To
feels even
travel with a purpose,
yeah.
and at the same time with that, um, you know,
It
expectation that
feels
you're gonna be with people,
it feels
with a
good to
community, in a
feels good to
community.
travel. It feels even better when you have a purpose. Is that what you're saying?
But you
Because when
said
I
every travels has purpose.
yeah, every travel has purpose.
No, I just meant that.
Like, how can you travel without purpose? Like, you're just
No,
walking
I just meant that
randomly.
because we've done our own travels before, and what was lacking was that community aspect, right? We felt
Ah,
so
that's right.
alone,
Alone.
and we have places to go, but we don't have actual plans, like,
That's right.
people to meet.
Mhm.
We had some in Las Vegas and California, but majority of the time we didn't get to meet new people. And I think that's why, for me at this moment,
Mhm.
when you said, are we living,
It's kind of
that's kind of, you know like, if there is a community aspect with it, it would have been
a lot
better,
different. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But because now with going to Rome and Italy with an extra purpose, I think that's a bigger,
Right.
it's very exciting
Yeah.
to get that experience.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna check out mom and pops.
Maybe they're
maybe
coming.
they want to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, but today is the due date, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
guys, there's so many more that we wanna leave to you, but I think just for the sake of today's
Yes.
um,
A topic.
topic, right?
Yeah.
We just wanted to share our experience in terms of
Yes.
counting your blessings.
Yes. We.
And we don't stop counting our blessings. I mean, we do it on our prayers. We do it on our. Somebody's
Someone's
calling.
calling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do it on our daily prayers in our community, in our church, within our families, right? Um, what I would like to do every night for with the kids is that give me something that three things that you're grateful for
Yeah.
today, right? And I think that's a great practice to just get going on being positive, having to live a positive life.
Yeah.
One thing too is that sometimes it's easy to miss those blessings because we
yeah.
always look
When
at
we get.
what's lacking.
Yeah.
And
And especially when we get too busy that we forget to
yeah,
notice those little blessings,
that's
right?
right.
I
Yeah.
think just to see Amelia giggle or to hear,
Mm.
her laughs.
I have
And
this picture of Amelia that I really love, and I just put it on
yes,
my
yes,
wallpaper
it's
because it
actually
just
really
gives me a
nice.
boost
Yeah, so
of
cute.
joy and positivity, right? Um, but yeah, blessings is a way of keeping yourself motivated and
Yeah.
continue, right?
Mhm.
Sorry, counting your blessings,
Yeah.
and just by counting your blessings, it changes your state of mind
Mhm.
from the state of lack to the state of
To
abundance, right?
abundance. Yeah.
And I studied this. Actually, I read and studied Neville Goddard, and he's a philosopher that is they said he's the master of manifestation. He manifests things a lot quicker than anybody else, right? And one of the things that he said there is changing your brain, your frequency into a state of abundance, right?
Yeah.
And the best way to change, especially if you if you have experienced rejections and negativity and shortcomings and unfortunate events and all of these things,
Yeah.
the best course of action to actually switch that in order for you to manifest things a lot
Yes.
faster for you is to count your
Count your
blessings, right?
blessings. Yeah.
Which is an incredible practice. You just say, thank you, Lord, I'm alive, right? I'm breathing.
Yes.
My
Yeah.
heart is beating.
Yes.
I can see, I can smell, I can
Yeah.
hear.
The kids are
right?
healthy.
Kids are healthy.
Right. They're laughing. They're playing.
Mhm.
Right. And you get to be with your kids. You get to watch them and take care of them.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah.
It could be
And
as
you can.
simple as I have clean water to drink, right? I mean,
Yeah.
there's a ton of people in the world that don't have access to clean
Yeah.
water, or something like I
Or
ate
like a fridge full of
food,
food, right?
right?
Groceries, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And simple, minute little details that can really
Yeah,
change
to
things,
have
right?
electricity. Like, can you imagine not having electricity
I
right?
can't. We can't
At
even do
night?
this. We can't.
Or internet, like being able to do this
Right.
with the internet, right?
Yeah. So just by thinking, the blessings that you have, it completely
Yes.
changes your frequency to a
Yeah.
positive frequency.
Yeah, like the more focus we put into what blessings we have, the more we
Hungry?
find more things to be grateful for. Like, what other blessings can we, like this laptop that we're using, the webcam that we're using,
Yeah.
the technology,
Right.
right?
So the lesson, you guys, is that count your
Count your
blessings, right? It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Know,
Don't forget to count your blessings.
yeah. Okay. Okay, we're coming.
Okay.
All right, guys. So that's our
Okay,
time.
time's up.
Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care,
Take care,
everybody.